Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
So I just give next, and then here you have to write HTTP and HTTPS. I wanted to just launch the system. Okay, 20 LTS launch. I have existing keeper. Acknowledge. Launch the instance. Okay, because it took me around. Okay, 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 instances. Better I start this guy also. Huh? Why it's asking me to choose the
No, no, you should
shouldn't
not
be
do that. You should click on there and click on actions or instance state. Instance
okay, okay,
state.
okay, and again just create a master. Okay, so this should be a medium, right? T2 medium, right? Okay, T2 medium.
No, if you want, you can make the T2 micro only. No worries. Because Ansible can run on any environment. The requirement is
No,
very less for that. T2 charge, it might get charged for you. So T2 micro, make it as a T2 micro only.
oh, okay. No, for a master server actually, is okay. 1 GB is fine. Uh,
Yeah, it will be fine because if you take T2 medium, then it will be cost for you.
okay, okay, okay. I thought master I have to keep T2 medium. Okay, okay, okay. First, this GB. Still tag. Okay, here also I need to do that. HTTP. Okay. Existing keeper. One keeper is fine, right, for all three servers?
Yeah, it's up to
Okay.
you, right?
Okay. Okay. So I need to install Ansible on master's node first. 2 by 2 checks not lost. Okay, let it initialize. We'll continue. We'll install that. We'll install the later. Yeah. Hello.
You will install.
No, no. Still
You
is
know the
creating,
step.
right?
Yeah,
Still creating.
it's created. You can log in now.
No, master server only need to install, right?
Yeah, on master server you can install.
Okay. But why it's not showing anything? Uh,
Or
2 by 2 checks passed. Not required.
you know only about that. You can directly connect from your local or on the web terminal.
Okay, okay. So I need to have something. Where I kept the keys actually. Okay, it's there here. Okay, set hyphen. Set hyphen. I write. I
Yeah.
to use the request and to use this IP for this.
Ubuntu at IP address.
Should be easy to use, right? Or how? Just IP is enough.
So Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
You had created
Connecting to.
Ubuntu, right?
Yeah. This is Ubuntu machine.
No, the servers, whatever you had created from the Ubuntu OS, you had created or EC2, Linux.
Yeah. Ubuntu only. This is Ubuntu, right?
Ubuntu at
So,
IP address.
okay. Oh, default ID is Ubuntu ID. Okay.
Yeah, for Ubuntu server, default is Ubuntu.
Okay. Quickly update you said. Okay. Then sudo apt
Install
to install
plus
Ansible.
y, minus y, and spell. Sudo apt.
Sudo
You had
apt
missed apt as the first command.
yeah.
So clear. So first I'm logging to the server, and after that I'm logging into the work AWS SSH minus I AWS keepin slave one. Yeah, so I do had slave one and slave two now. So what I'm going to do now, I hope you can see my screen now clearly. So now
Yeah.
what I'm going to do, I am going to first explain you about how actually we can write our playbook. So if you want to write your playbook, you should have some default directives, I can say. Directives means options in the Ansible configuration, Ansible playbook configuration. So for that, I will go to the Rajesh, and then I will go to the vi first playbook.yaml. So here I will explain you step by step, like what is exactly means of each and every. By seeing that you will understand, but yeah, I will explain you one more time. Okay. So first of all,
Okay.
host means we are mentioning there a group of hosts or all hosts are a single host. Whatever you want, you can mention there. If you want to, so we do have a three hosts, right? If you want to just run a single task or multiple tasks in a single server, you can just here you can put your IP address like 12.89.987.0 like this IP address or group name. Group name means where from where you will get the group name.
From inventory.
Awesome. Yeah, from inventory you will get the group name. Or instead of that, you can mention the DNS name.
Okay.
DNS name. Yeah, DNS name
Okay.
or or you can mention the here all. So
All.
what will happen? Any of these option you can mention here instead of host. In host, I can say that is attribute. In host attribute, you are mentioning on where exactly you are going to perform your tasks. Okay.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
become true means, suppose for example, if you are using an any Ubuntu user, and then we might not have all the privileges as root user is having, right? So
Yeah.
what we will do, we will become a privileged user. Like I can say that sudo we will add, right? If you want to use any different commands. So
Yeah.
if I want to say that example, so apt update.
Mm.
See, I'm getting this error. Why I'm getting this error? Because permission got denied for this error. Permission got denied for this particular Ubuntu user. So if I want to
Yeah.
do apt update, so for that I will add this sudo, right? So I will add the actual sudo in how I can add that in my Ansible config file. In Ansible configuration, I will use become equals to true. Or else you do have a multiple options. I will let you know that. So here you will say instead of become, you can say sudo, then yes. The both
Okay.
is same, okay? Both are
Okay.
same, but we do have a two different attributes for that, okay? Sudo majorly we will use on the task. In any task, if suppose for example, if you're installing or if you're configuring any files which are under the root privileges, then you will use the sudo in that particular task, okay?
Okay.
Then
Okay.
gather facts means, as you know, we do whenever Ansible is performing the task on the slave server, it will gather some default facts like OS version, OS family, and distribution, and after that a bunch of things. It will. I'll show you what and all facts it will gather. Okay, but yeah,
Sure.
it will gather a bunch of information about that particular slave. Okay,
Okay.
so if you want to, so this is completely optional. By default, it will be enabled true. If you want to make it as a false, you can make this particular option here. Then tasks. Task means, suppose for example, why we actually use an Ansible, because we need to perform a set of operations on the particular targeted slave server, right? So that terminology, like performing some operations, can be called as tasks. So what task you want to perform, you will mention under the task. So task is a array, collection of arrays. Okay. In that collection of arrays, like list, I can say list. You know about the list, right? So list can have multiple uh, attributes, like multiple
Okay.
values, key value pairs. So everything in the
Okay.
YAML is key value pair. Okay, but yeah, in under the task session, you can include how many tasks you want. You can include 1,000 tasks. You can include 5 tasks. You can include one task. But based on upon your requirement, you will add the task.
Okay. 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 So here in this playbook, I can say it's a two tasks are there, right? Installing Nginx and updating Catch. So these two tasks.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I lost your connection. Yeah. So
Yeah.
up to what time you had means where I lost you? Can you please tell me up to what?
You said the tasks. There are thousands of tasks can be implemented. So I asked a question like in this playbook there are two tasks, right?
Yes.
One is installing Nginx and updating Catch. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yes. So suppose, for example, you might have one scenario like you want to actually you got a brand new slave server. Okay, on
Hmm.
that actually on that brand new server you need to deploy an application. Let's take an example. Okay, a simple HTML application. So if you want to deploy that simple HTML application, which is already the code is already residing on the Git repository. Okay, so if
Okay.
you want to do that, first of all, you need to have a on the server, right? and after that you need to clone that particular repository to your slave server, and after that you should have one Nginx is a web server. So Nginx is a web server. What it will do, which will reroute the traffic to a particular root folder. So
Okay.
you need to reroute that. So for that you need to first install the Nginx, and after that you need to configure the Nginx, and then you need to restart the Nginx. So these 5 tasks, if you want, you can keep in a single playbook. But yes, if you have like 100 tasks, or else, if you are creating your infrastructure for a huge customer who is having different services like databases and web servers, and after that application servers, and after that you have a different bunch of like installing a Postgres and configuring the Post will have more than 10 tasks. Okay,
Yeah.
if you are mentioning all the tasks, then that might be an issue, right? Because that will be too difficult for you to, what I can say, maintain. If there is any
Maintain.
issue, yeah, if there is any issue or error happen, you need to go and you need to go to that particular task and you need to rectify. And one more disadvantage is if any task got failed, whatever the tasks which are there after that task will not execute because console will come out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
all things what we'll do, so it is like playbooks. So how many tasks we want, we can add those many tasks. But in production, we will not use that scenario. We will use the roles. There is one more, what I can say, there is one more service called roles. So what that roles will have, so we are dividing our tasks into roles. So I will explain you how we can do that. So as of
Okay.
now, do you have any question on the playbook?
Yeah, I have a question here. Suppose I have a 10 host, okay? One of the task is getting failed. Then what will happen? One of the tasks is failing on one server. It will go to another server and install, or it will skip the first server again.
You are having 10 slave servers, okay?
Yeah,
And
I have a 10 slave servers.
okay,
I'm installing multiple task actually. One of the task is failing in first node itself.
yeah.
First node
So
itself it's failing. What will happen? I'm asking.
it will not go for another task. It will stop there only.
Okay. How about another server?
Servers will not at all get executed. The console will come out.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
Do you want to
okay.
see that? If you want to see that, no. Because why it will come out? The task, whatever is getting failed, the task will get failed only because of there is an issue with the playbook. If there is an issue
Mm,
with the playbook, then it will get failed because
okay,
it validate the particular YAML file. Okay, if all the
okay.
syntaxes and whatever the things you are using here, all are perfect, then only it will go and run on the slave server. And yes,
Okay.
that slave server should be particular distribution, whatever you are using. Like if you're using an
Okay.
app module, it should be, if you're using an app module, it should be like what? It should be Ubuntu. If you are using a Yum module, it should be CentOS like that. So if you want to use,
Mm,
if you want to check it out, so what I will do, cd Rajesh ls rajesh.enigmatic file. So you do have two servers, dev prod. So what I will do, actually these two servers are what I can say, Ubuntu servers. But what I'm going to use, I'm going to use a Yum module here.
okay.
Yeah. So if I run my playbook, it should fail, right? Obviously. So
What is
as
this
suppose,
SW? Okay.
no, that is swap file. We do have, so whenever any connection had terminated, whatever the changes we had made, those will be stored on dot that file name dot swp.
Okay. Okay. That can be removed. No issues.
Yeah, because we do have a main file, right? So if I enter
Okay.
now,
Okay. Would not. What happened here?
first,
M.
that is what I am checking. Installing
Host,
gem.
right? Host file.
Yeah. So now, okay, how come it is taking yum in Ubuntu server? So I think I should make it less true. This is really strange to me also.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's taking and it's running there.
Yeah.
That it should not happen actually.
Maybe, maybe the slave servers are ZOS or what?
No, obviously it is not. So if it is a slave server, if it is those are the CentOS, then it should work on. It should not work on this one, right?
DNF is.
Yeah. So DNF is it's getting failed, but it should fail for yum also.
Can we run like manually whether M is taking or not? We'll come to know, right? Just manually we can run M is taking or not.
It's taking actually.
M.
Yum command not found. That
Oh,
is
oh, it's running as a service.
seems to be some error was there. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll let
Okay,
you know
okay,
about that.
okay, no
Yeah.
problem.
Now, if you want to, what I can say in first YAML
Okay.
playbook, Now
Uh,
what we are, yeah.
Sorry. I want to know. Suppose one of the slave node is down actually. Then what will happen? It will go to next node and install, right? If one of the node is down means.
If one of the node is down, then what it will do? You have that question, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So what we will do, we will down that node by practically. Okay,
Yeah.
Rajesh dot I. So I'm going to down this node. Okay.
Okay.
So actually, whatever the node was down, then what it will do? That is one thing.
Let's say first one is down. First node is down. What I want to know is if the node is down, whether the playbook will skip and install the second node, like that it will do or not. That's what I want to know.
So for that, no, if the node is down and not if all and node is down. Yeah, I got your
Hmm.
scenario.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. That is actually a valid question.
See, tomorrow I have a AWS interview. I don't know whether I worked very long back actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking that if you have any tips, you can give it to me for what they will ask in cloud engineer role.
AWS is a vast subject, right? As you know. The tips is
Mm,
like whatever the service, the major services in every what I can say, AWS are EC2, cloud and cloud formations.
mm.
For cloud engineer, so we should have cloud formations and then core pipelines and then container services.
Oh,
These we should have.
okay,
So
okay,
now, wantedly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this server. Okay,
okay,
slave three.
okay, okay,
Okay,
okay,
I'm going to stop the instance, and then I'm going to put this on the first place.
okay,
Okay, so now,
okay,
so this server is got stopped now. So it got stopped. It moved from here, running state. Okay. So now,
okay,
PI first playbook.yaml. Here I will say all. I will remove this. And then here I will say all.
okay,
Okay, all means every server is there. So now as
okay.
well, icon playbook, first playbook.yaml. See,
Oh,
but no hosts are matched. Like what is that means? We do have
only
one
local.
host, PI rajesh.ini. So let me do one thing. I think,
Maybe the
uh,
last one we can.
I will say dev. Here instead of all, I will say dev.
Okay, okay, okay. Not enough value to unpack expected as an
See,
inventory. So
yeah, this is okay. You remove that. No worries.
okay, okay,
Here,
To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 399 plan and grow your skills immensely.
it is getting paid for one server. Okay. So it
okay,
got
okay,
skipped the server and continued for the other server.
Okay, 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 okay.
So if
That's fine.
any, see, you need to understand if any issue happened on the playbook, okay? If any error is there on the playbook, it will stop then and there only. If any issue happened with the servers, so it will check
Mm-hmm.
for all the servers. If any server is reachable, then it will go and run that particular thing. If not, it will stop.
Okay, okay, okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Yeah. So no inventory cost. This broken list is available. Now, these warnings. No worries. So now what I'm going to do again. So yeah, no worries. If that server is down, also no worries. So next, the most important thing I'm going to explain you about
Roll.
playbook indentations, YAML
Yeah.
indentations.
Okay,
As you
okay.
know, YAML files are the most widely used, which can be human readable. But the only one concern we need to take care about the YAML file is indentations, because
Hmm.
you need to know about the scope of that particular whatever the attribute you are using, and then the indentation should be same for all the things. Because
Okay.
see, here I had mentioned hosts, right? Hosts and become and task, these are all having in the same indentation level, because these all are three are in one level, I can say. Okay, in this
Okay.
task we can have a multiple different types of tasks. Okay, so the task should be, you can have like this, but at least it should be there on same indentation. If I have like this, if I run now Ansible, if I playbook, see here.
Hmm.
So I think this file is not getting updated because it is taking, does not match local. Yeah. Home Rajesh, inventory file source. No inventory was passed, only it is no worries. So here you do have an error syntax while loading the YAML file, because if there is any issue on the YAML file, then it will not at all move for the next step also. It will stop there only. Okay.
Okay.
So how you are going to figure out that? So we do have different YAML validators. So online YAML validator. We do have this. So what I will do, I first playbook.yaml. So I will copy this entire thing and I'll go here, I'll paste. And after that, I will go and validate. See, mapping values are not context in the 5th and 11th. So here,
Hmm.
whatever the mapping values are there, that is actually an input. So okay, what I will do, I will say like this. Again, I will say like this. Now the error
Oh,
is because whatever we are performing, so each and every line of the code should be indented properly in the YAML file. So to do that,
okay.
what I will do, I will this.
If we keep the second task like the same line, what will happen? Can you just do that? Yeah.
It
You
will
now you
work.
see it will work.
It will work.
Oh, it has done something.
Uh-huh.
It did something, right?
It has removed that names
Yeah.
installing, because both names are same. I think so. It seems to be updating cache. See, these names it has moved top to bottom, but you don't worry about that. But this, if the indentation is proper here, then it will work. So if you want to see that, so what I will do first,
It
see,
removed the name actually. Okay. Hmm.
no, see the indentation for name and app. The name. and app, whatever the module name should be in the same indentation. If not, then also you will get the error. Like, let me show you that. So now we do have only one task, right? But if I run one task also, what will happen? So, first, so Ansible, Python playbook, first play.yaml. See here, again it is showing me the error. The error is to
Okay.
be in line 6 column, but may not be somewhere else. It will show the error, but it will not show. It will not give the accurate path. Sometimes it will show that, sometimes it will not. Okay, it depends. But yeah, so in line 6 on column 11, it is having an issue. So how you are going to find out that? How you are going to fix that? So vi first playbook.yaml. We will go there. Okay, my indentation for app and name should be in the same level.
Yeah.
So basically, if you want to do that, you should know about something about the YAML. It will be, there'll be some crash course or something. So you can have a look about that.
Oh, where I can get?
Any blogs, any
Oh,
blogs are
okay.
YouTube videos. So now, if I run the playbook, see, it's running. So the indentation should be proper for your Ansible playbook. How you are going to make sure that it will happen accurately? So you can do one thing. So what I can say, I will go a new file. So I will say play.yaml. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say that, and here I will write. So I will say host all, and then YML only I had kept, right? Give me one great moment. Answer. So you can install like this Ansible
Yeah, yeah.
extensions.
Okay. For this one, which one you have to install? This is Ansible. Okay.
Oh, it is code editor. VS Code editor.
The first one is right. First one.
Yeah, it will do syntax verification also.
Oh, VS Code.
Yeah.
VS Code. So similar like
So it
ASP.NET and VB.NET. Yeah.
yeah, you do have a different. So it will, what the exact means, I can say what exactly the advantage you will get here. Here you will get like suggestions.
Oh, some exclamatory mark is there. Exclamatory mark.
For what?
No, the display.yaml exclamatory mark is there. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why. The exclamatory.
Yeah, this symbol is right. So
Mm.
maybe YAML file seems to be so like that. I
Okay.
don't know about that. So now what I'm going to do, become to validate since Ansible, no Ansible script. One settings. Shit, this is asking so many things. I don't want to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So become and then true. Like this, whatever the see, it will come the same indentation now. Tasks,
Mm-hmm.
and I will say
Yeah.
hyphen name test. I don't know this here also it's working like that, but yeah, you can make that actually whatever the task you have, you should be in the same indentation. So whenever you have a
Oh,
free time, you can go and refer some documents or some things, some blogs for the YAML. So
okay.
if you understand the YAML structure, then it will be very simple. So because
Okay.
most of the cloud providers or most of the configurations nowadays they are adapting the YAML files because it is very easy and understandable for each and everyone. So that's why. Okay.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Now, how you are going to run a multiple tasks in a single playbook? Okay. So that
Mhm.
is one more thing we are going to discuss today. So now what I will do, I will just try to install uh, three different softwares. Okay. So you do have, or else you have one task called upgrading the patches on the each server. So after that, you have another task called restarting the engine, and after that you do have a task called installing a gate, like three tasks. Okay. So for
Mhm.
that, what I would say vi update hyphen cache update.yaml, otherwise YAML. Okay. So here the same way. If you write 2 to 3 playbooks, you will understand. You used to write the playbooks. These three hyphens is there, right? This indicate that we do have three. These three hyphens indicates it is a YAML file. Hosts
Okay.
all, then after host, then become same true. Then here tasks. I will say name installing git. Then app. If you see here, there is multiple ways to write your Ansible playbooks. So if you want to write your playbook in a different manner, so usually what you will use hyphen name git state latest, right?
Yeah.
But if I want to install any other software, like name installing like Nginx only, let's say, okay, then app, and here name equals to Nginx space state equals to latest.
Oh.
You can write like that also. Like this is like what I can say, add a command, right? In a argument state, we will use like this only, right?
Yeah.
In argument, so you can use like that also. Okay. Then what you will do? We used to restart the Nginx, right? If you want to restart, first of all, another task is like I will say name upgrading the patches. For that, you can use a shell command or command shell attribute or command attribute. So I will use command, right? Then I
Okay.
will say sudo app upgrade. Upgrade. Sorry. So and then app minus y. Minus y means why we are providing a pre-authorization for that particular command. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So command module. In this command module, if you have any other If you have any other, what I can say, options, we can see. So now seems to be nothing. I think we should not have these codes. Command means it's a pure command. That's it. Sudo
Okay.
app -y. Then last one is restarting the Nginx. To restart the Nginx, what module we will use? If you restart any service, what module you will use?
Restarting services, service module.
Perfect. Service, and then the name, Nginx, state.
So we can give like this, no problem, right? The indent, no, it will not be any issue, right? If I give like this, no issues.
Like this, there will be no issues.
Oh, okay, okay,
But here you need to make sure that integration will be same. Okay. These tasks
okay.
between the tasks, integration should be same.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, we started.
When we can installing Git also, we can give like that, right? The first one, this 2 time you given, right? Installing
What
Git
you can
here
do,
also. Oh,
yeah, I
okay,
just
okay, okay,
know the difference. How many ways you can actually do that?
okay, okay.
See, installing it, installing Nginx, upgrading the patches, it will take so much time because it will do patches and then it will restart the Nginx. Upgrading the patches, what it is doing, sudo apt upgrade -y. That command it is executing.
Okay. How I come to know what is going on in that? Any logs file can I see, or instead of front end?
You can use the debug for that. So there is one more module called debug. So we do some research about that. So tomorrow I'll explain that. So
Okay.
debug, what it will do exactly, whenever you are performing any task, it will take the console output and it will print on the console.
Okay, okay,
It will take the actual task output, it will print on the console. Okay?
okay.
Yeah. Okay means already those softwares were there on the particular slave. If it is changed means that will get changed.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah, got it.
Please enroll our general membership for $3.99 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $3.99 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.